Hey guys, how's it going? I had to pop on. Gonna do a quick live today with our shipping that we had. I do want to apologize. I was out all week last week. Had the COVID. Wasn't feeling very good last week at all. Still got our shipping and stuff done, but didn't get much accomplished last week besides just the normal eBay stuff. I wasn't feeling good at all. Big shout out to FSJ. He said it's his birthday today, so happy birthday, FSJ.
Happy birthday.
It's good to see. Jason, how are you? Glad to be back. Like I was saying, didn't feel very good last week at all. Glad to be back this week. Got a lot going on this week. We're going to have a Whatnot on Thursday night. There's a lot of cool hats that'll be in there. If you don't know Whatnot very much, they have like a raid train where a bunch of hat sellers get on there and they go from like noon to midnight almost, just selling hats all day, one right after the other. So it's really cool. Uh, and we're going to be on around 7:45, and got a bunch of hats. I posted a kind of a preview of that. If anybody wants to check that out, check out the preview. Got some cool hats on there. I think I might run one of the coolest, this WWF hat. Check out the comps on that one. Uh, Actually, I don't know what the comps are. I know what I've sold it for in the past. It's a really good seller, really sweet hat. I guess this is the logo that you really want to be on the lookout for. It's banned, or it's, I guess the Wildlife Federation had this logo and it was too close, so they made them change their logo, something along those lines. So that this old vintage logo is kind of hard to find in the WWF. So that is a killer hat that I just might run on Whatnot on Thursday night for the raid train. Would be a really cool one. So check that out Thursday night. We definitely got to give away our hat today for last week, and then we got to give away one still this week. We're going to do this at Atlanta Braves, this vintage Atlanta Braves hat right here. Really cool Atlanta Braves hat. Kind of this blue, royal blue color. Nice little vintage snapback Atlanta Braves. So we'll definitely give that away. Let's get to shipping now. Yesterday was crazy though. I'm sure y'all were pretty busy too. We had 4 days worth of shipping to do. Yesterday, it was about 150 orders for us. Weekend with Labor Day and everything. But let's see what's going out today. First up was this Tampa Bay Buccaneers hat, sold almost immediately for like $25. Pretty good sales price on this kind of vintage trucker. It was in really great condition too. A lot of times these older ones are not as desirable. They'll usually only go for like 15 to 20. But getting around 25 for that, I was pretty happy with it. And then we sold this camel hat right here. I wish I had a bunch of these too. They sell for around $20 as well. These vintage camels. They're in this blue. They do really well. $20 on that. Then a green New Era 22, I think.
Yeah.
$22 on the green New Era Yankees. It was size 7 and 5/8, a really great size. Like the regular ones will sell like for 15. This one sold almost immediately too. But anytime you got a really cool colorway like this, always ask uh, $5 to $10 more than the regular ones.
Spent extra time cleaning that one too. Beecham said good morning.
Beecham, how are you? Good to see you. You gotta check out the raid train on Thursday. Check out everybody's shows. Last week I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the raid train. I feel so bad. Had the fever, the chills, all that going on. It was a rough week for me last week, but I made it. Back to selling hats. New Era blank, low profile, $25 on this one too. 7 5/8. It is sold immediately too. I listed all three of those yesterday, and they all sold. This blank sold as soon as I listed it.
David said good afternoon.
David, good to see you back. Welcome in. Welcome in. Did y'all have any banger sales? The college stuff did really great this weekend. I'll tell you, I shipped a lot of it yesterday. Of course, football basically starting this weekend. NFL will go pretty hard this coming weekend. But the college stuff started flying off the shelf Saturday and Sunday. Sunday was an amazing day. I don't know what was going on. Today has not been so hot, but how much was this one, honey?
That one
A
went
deep
for 15.
$15. It is a little bit cooler than the regular dad hats. The regular dad hats are like $8 hats. This Adidas was really good shape, so we got 15 for that one. I can't complain.
$17.
And then $17 on an Under Armour hat. That is winning. Check that out. Just a regular Under Armour. I know my camera's like backwards to me. I put it on backwards, so I keep putting it over here. Over here. A regular Nike hat.
Went for 17.
$17 as well. Winning. Next hat's pretty cool. I think it went for 15. It was Metal Militia. They do pretty well. Nice little skater brand right here. I got a bunch of these hats all in at the same time. Almost all of the Metal Militias went for 15 to 20 bucks. This one was a little bit different. Nice little trucker. Tell you what I have noticed that's been selling, starting to pick up though, is the winter hats. A lot more offers, a lot more people looking at. What did I say? Did I say skater? Yes, motocross, BMX. You're right. I always call it skater for some reason. The winter hats. A lot of winter hats have been really picking up the past few days. Offers, people asking questions about them, like this LL Bean. How much was this one?
20.
20 bucks. Lined LL Bean. Nice little hat right here. It's got the lining in it and the ear flaps. Nice little winter LL Bean hat.
Went for $8.
$8. New York City Athlete Society. Not the best hat right there. It's an H&M hat. Definitely wouldn't pick those up. Then the Vortex hunting hats, scopes.
For 12.
Almost the same thing. $12.
Went for $5.50.
$5 on the women's. Man, I had it forever too. Women's is just I don't know. It's just so hit and miss. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It was basically new with the tags too. Man, glad it's gone.
Jay said I got 2 bags of hats for 50 cents each on our little trip over the weekend.
Nice. Were they older trucker style or kind of newer hats? And nice new with tags. $20 on this one. $20 Oklahoma State.
Do you feel like being a top rated seller actually helps boost your sales?
I think it helps. I think it's worth doing the returns and being top rated. I think, but more important than that is just finding out the amount of promoted listings that you want to do and that you're comfortable with selling a hat for. The promoted listing, it's just part of the game now. And you have to be able to work in knowing that you'll have to probably sell about half your stuff with promoted listings. And if you get you have to, it comes down to a cost of goods. If you get your stuff, incoming call. If you get your stuff cheap enough, you should be okay to pay a little bit of promoted listings. But I think the promoted game, while it sucks, is what really is the difference between selling things and them sitting.
$11.
$11 on a Vans hat. It was a pretty cool Vans hat too. Kind of disappointing that it.
He's about 3% promoted on average.
Yeah, just play with it and just kind of test out all the different percentages and see which one works for you. The goal is, I want to sell as many items as I list today, and just kind of play with that promoted listings. I'm usually a little bit higher than that, than 3%, to get where I want to be on selling as many hats as I list. Wow.
Went for $9.
$9. $9 on the New York Giants. It was on the NFL team apparel. This one took a while to sell too. I would not pick that stuff up. I just know because it has this old. We used to do inventory with it's that old inventory sticker right there. So I know that is old. We don't do those stickers anymore. It kind of helped when we were cross listing to be able to track something down if we had that inventory sticker on it, but we don't do as much cross listing anymore since we started doing Whatnot. But yeah, that's how I know it's like super old. That one took forever to sell.
It's $12.
$12. What is New Glenn? Did I put it in the title?
It says New Glenn Blue Origin.
Yeah, New Glenn Blue Origin.
Rocket Space.
Rocket Space. Huh. I can't remember when I Googled it what exactly New Glenn was. For $12. Columbia hats. These usually are what? $10. Kind of the older one.
For 17.
Oh, sorry, 17. I stand corrected. $17 on the Columbia 5-panel. That one's in pretty good shape.
Went international too.
And went international. Definitely, if you don't have the international turned on, definitely helps a lot too. Los Angeles Dodgers, last hat today. How much did that go for?
17.
$17 on that one. It's a pretty good condition. It had been worn, but it was in really good condition. So $17. The black on black logos always sell so much faster than the regular colorways. They usually sell within a couple of weeks at least. Love getting the black on black logos. All right, we made it. That was everything I sold today. Yesterday was it was crazy. But let's figure out. You got the wheel ready?
No, I have international turned on, but had a buyer from Puerto Rico say he wasn't able to buy. Any idea why?
Puerto Rico isn't technically international. You may have Puerto Rico checked off as one of the places that you won't ship to, though. So you need to check your shipping settings on that. Uh, International, and what I do with Puerto Rico, and we do with Puerto Rico, Alaska, and Hawaii. I have I don't know, Monkey. You may have to call eBay and see if there's something messed up. And then sometimes they just say that just to mess with you. I don't know. But the only three that I do differently is Puerto Rico, Alaska, and Hawaii. I have it set to priority. I will only ship priority to those places, and I have the shipping set at $8.95. Sometimes it barely covers the cost of the label,
Doesn't.
and so I don't even think that it does. But I only ship priority to those places just because I've had a lot of item not received shipping ground to those places because really they can't even do ground anymore. So I don't know why they call it ground to those places. I don't know how you go ground to Hawaii, or do you go all the way through Canada on the ground? I don't know. But anyways, I just noticed once they switched over to doing that ground advantage that it takes forever for something to get there. And then after like three or four item not received cases, I said, I'm only doing priority. You're gonna have to pay the $8.95 shipping on a hat to go to those places because I'm not messing with this ground advantage to Alaska, Hawaii, and Puerto Rico anymore. So the only positive is you get a free box if you order the USPS boxes. I know somebody will ask. Let me grab one. I would use these boxes right here for shipping priority. It is the 725 by 6. These work really well for anytime I ship something priority, I use that one. So almost everything that goes Puerto Rico, Alaska, Hawaii, I'll ship it in those boxes. Favorite place to source. I love it when a box shows up in my house and has a bunch of killer hats. My living room can be my favorite place to source. Uh, I like it, just depends on Whatnot. Whatnot is so hit or miss. And I know it's frustrating for sellers that sell on there. Sometimes you don't get as much as you want for the item, but then you people that are sourcing from there can get really great deals on it and then flip them. Besides the typical places to source, probably the bins, just because around here thrift stores and our Goodwills, they just don't have hats in them. They and the hats that they do pick out to put on the floor, I don't understand what they're doing. So that's I don't really like thrift stores around here for hats. Really, only when we source hats around here, I'll really only get them at the bins and then do some cleanup. Yeah, it's a great place. It's a Whatnot is a great place to source. It's also a great place to um, let go of some hats if you want to get rid of a bunch of hats at one time. Or there's different ways to sell on Whatnot too. I mean, if you want to just open up your shop and you want to everybody to kind of look at your hats and you got your price on your hats and you want to say, hey, well, this is a $20 hat or a $30 hat, then you can do it that way too. I prefer just to get in and get out and sell as much as I can on the time that I'm there. But there's a lots of ways to skin the cat, as they say. Uh, but I'm looking forward to our Why Not show Thursday night. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hey, I've given you a couple of weeks. I really haven't bought much lately. We've been pretty heavy on inventory, and I've got a lot of hats in from other places, so I haven't bought much on Whatnot in the past couple of weeks, and just not feeling that great. Uh, so, but your time's coming up. It's coming to an end soon.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Do what?
I'm ready whenever you are.
We are ready for the drawing. We're going to find out who's going to win an Atlanta Braves, vintage Atlanta Braves hat. Vintage Atlanta Braves going out to our member this week. Guys, please make sure that you like this video, and then come back and drop a comment on this video too, if you could. Really need a little help in the old algorithm since I was out for a week. Help me get back up to the top, and so more people can join and get some cool hats like an Atlanta Braves hat. All right, let's see who won.
Harbor's Hope.
Harbor's Hope won another one. Harbor's Hope. Their subscription is paying off. Their membership is paying off. All right, Harbor's Hope. We will get that one out to you. Appreciate you so much. Appreciate you guys. Just remember, if you ever need me, reach out to me on Instagram. I always answer my DMs there. Facebook, Mary checks every other day or so, but I usually message back in really quick timing on Instagram if you ever have anything there. But we'll see you guys soon. I'm glad I'm feeling a lot better. Hopefully, we'll be back tomorrow as well. Because I really liked going live the week before, but my health just didn't work out for that last week. But see you guys soon. See you Thursday night on Whatnot if you guys can be there. See ya.